confidence in the judges here and for the Nevada Commission this time around?
I think that this time around we have a great set of judges. Steve Weisfeld is probably the most respected in the world. Tim Murray, exceptional referee, judge, and Feldman, who I don't think I've worked with before. I don't see any discrepancies in some of the scoring. Yeah, he has ideas, but it's generally very accurate. As a referee, I'm happy that they brought somebody from out of town, out of state.
Have you ever refereed a fight for that guy? I mean, have you ever worked a fight with that guy?
No, I don't think so. I believe that maybe when we were both a lot younger, but as of recent times, I don't think so.
Now, you used the phrase scandal several times today. Do you not believe there's any chance that it was contaminated meat and that he just made an honest mistake? Are you convinced that there was something more than just an honest mistake?
I'm not believe for beef. Кажется, я не верю, что это было мясо. Мне просто не нравится, что вот эти вот оправдания и ссылки на мясо, то есть, ну, если фармацевты говорят или в этом объеме, то есть, ну это невозможно. Что это за чепуха, за бред, это вообще что?
I don't believe his stories about contaminated meat, and the experts and pharmaceutical experts actually determined that it was doping, not contaminated meat, and contaminated meat. And I think it's all nonsense. I don't like to hear these nonsense stories about contaminated meat.
So some people would say, why would you fight, if you think he intentionally cheated, why would you fight him again and say, I'm going to stand up for my principles and I'm going to fight somebody else because this guy cheated? If you really believe that, why wouldn't you make that statement?
I said, yeah, every time I'm ready for anybody, just, for me it doesn't matter, like, I know just first fight, like second fight, just I'm ready for fight. No, this is not my point, just I'm ready for. He bring doping, he don't use doping, you know. If commission bring him, I'm ready. If commission, not bring him, just okay.
So does that go back? You talked about, your street fighting days. Does that go back where, on street fighting, a guy can have something in his pocket, he can have brass knuckles on or whatever, that you have to be ready to fight anybody at any time under any circumstance?
Absolutely, because this is fight, This is fight. Street fight is different. Like boxing fight is a little bit, different story. It's more easy. I'm a fighter right now. I'm a professional fighter. If you're legal, like just for commission, for everybody, of course I'm ready.
You have to follow the rules.
Yeah.
In the ring.
Yeah.
And I just want to be clear on this. Did you think before the last fight, you didn't say it, but did you look at Canelo and say he looks bigger than I've seen him in the past? Before the first fight?
In September.
Last September.
Я не скажу, что я думал, то есть если комиссия его допустила и у нас был бой, то есть как это, нет смысла об этом говорить. То есть, скорее всего, он был чисто, но он зазвенел, вот в этом факт же, все, ко второму бою.
Well, it makes no sense to guess, was he taking something or not. When a commission allowed him to fight, so it means it's all legal. The other thing is that he got caught the second time. That's important.
Before we wrap up, can you give us something definitive? What was the issue on the wraps, the taping?
Here in Nevada, they seem to accept the stacking, which everybody in the boxing business knows it's an illegal way of wrapping hands. I think Tim Bradley said something on the telecast in the last fight. But because Nevada allows it and the rules are very vague, there's not more I can say about not accepting that. But I will say though, there is rules in their bylaws that says that you're allowed to use a maximum of 12 feet of 2-inch tape, which in turn would be, say, 24 of 1-inch tape. If you look at the video where I protested, they used a whole roll on the first layer, which is 30 feet, and they used another roll on the top layer, which is another 30 feet. So to me, that's more close to 50, 60 feet. I am questioning that, and I've had, Tom and I have had discussions about that with Mr. Bennett. I want those rules followed. If we're going to follow them, we're going to follow the rules.
Are you going to bring that up at the
Absolutely, I'm going to bring it up. But I want that now, though. I want that talked about now. I don't want to wait to fight till we're in a dressing room. I don't want to disrupt their concentration. What I'd like to do is get it resolved now, because it is 24 feet. If it's vague, it's vague. I understand that. But if it's in the rules, then follow the rules. Specific.
The rules meeting, by the way, is tomorrow at 10:30.
Yeah, and also, what did you make of them trying to use those custom gloves at the Reynoso's
You know, everybody blames me for turning him down. I didn't turn him down. On Wednesday, when Tom and the Golden Boy people had their walkthrough of the venue, Tom calls me Wednesday afternoon and says, if you want to see the gloves, drive up tonight from Big Bear. I stopped the training, didn't train that day with him, somebody else worked with him. And I came to Vegas to be told when I got here that the Golden Boy people objected to me looking at him by myself. So we made an appointment for the next week on a Thursday. I believe on Tuesday or Wednesday, Tom gets an email from Mr. Bennett telling him that they refuse the gloves. They're not going to allow them to use the gloves. So for me to turn them down, I have to look at them first. But I understood just last Saturday we had a fight at the forum where the commissioner in California said they turned him down for any fight in California, meaning a forum.
He's going to look at it.
Gennady, you have said before that you didn't believe the meat excuse, and you also said that you saw track marks on his arm before the first fight. You said that a few months ago. Does that mean if you thought he was cheating the first time, now there's more comprehensive testing, do you think that you're going to face a Canelo who's different this time around? Do you believe this?
Вы верите, что действительно, что в этот раз Канело не будет ничего употреблять, никаких запрещенных?
Ну, меня, по крайней мере, это меньше всего беспокоит. То есть, если я говорил, что были видны следы от инъекции, но на самом деле они были видны, кто может отрицать этого? То есть, если вы настолько то есть, защищаете его, эти следы были видны и все. Меня это меньше всего как бы беспокоит, и в данный момент меня меньше всего это беспокоит. Мне без разницы, у нас есть бой, я рад, потому что у нас есть бой сейчас.
This is the last thing I would be worried about. You couldn't deny that there was some injection marks on his hands. That he wasn't, his arm was injection mark. I don't know what it was, but the injection marks was evidently there. But right now, it's the last thing it worries about. I'm worried about the fight. That's the most important thing.
Where were the injection marks at? Can you show me on his arm where you saw them?
Месте руки были примерно вот эти от
Все
инъекции.
мышцы, то есть это и бицепсы, плечи, и пресс, и то есть, везде были.
Well, everywhere, in biceps, his stomach, pretty much everywhere, all over his body, you can see injection marks.
But these were from photos people sent him?
Yeah, understand that this is, he's reading this off of what he's looking at.
He did not see that in the ring.
It wasn't him. Yeah, it was things that were being said to him. He just relaying what was obvious on the picture.
And it's your belief that he was doping for the first man. That's your belief.
No, I don't want to say that. No, what I would say is that I would have liked for him to be man enough to come out and be truthful right off the bat and tell us that when the thing came out, instead of waiting 3 weeks for to cancel the date because he was hoping that thing was going to be okay by the Nevada Commission. Really.
Okay, I guess what I'm trying to understand is like, so Gennady, you said that you don't believe the meat excuse and you saw the injection marks. So does that mean you think that he's going to be at a different level this time, that he's not being helped by something?
Да, Сергей, объясните, мне вообще без разницы. Я говорю, это не то, что я говорю. Это приносят, это показали фотографии, где видны инъекции. То есть это же не я говорю, что вот он использует инъекции. Да. Вы ему объясните то, что как бы вот эту тему они сейчас поднимают. Да, то есть это не я же показываю, это люди принесли и показывают то, что есть инъекция. То есть мне вообще без разницы, этот бой был, и я готов сейчас, и я боксировал, и я готов сейчас боксировать. То есть меня это вообще никак не беспокоит.
I want to state it very strongly. I don't care about that. That's the last thing I worry about. And it's not me coming out with the story that he has injection mark. People show me photographs, and you can see the photographs that was injection mark. But that's the least thing that I'm worried about. Let's just not talk about this anymore.
He's just focused on the fight in September. He says his belief is if the Nevada Commission clears him and that he's licensed, then he's going to fight him. If they did their research and he's done all of his VADA testing, so it's part of our contract, then that's what he's focused on Saturday.
Tom, let me ask you this then. Is there any concern on your part that the testing didn't begin soon enough for this fight because of protracted negotiations?
Let's put it this way, Tim.